Does your teenage daughter's mistakes and life choices make you nervous about who she is becoming? Does your girl's setbacks make you want to fix it all? We see our girls, and all our mama hearts want for them is to walk through this broken world unscathed. But the honest truth, she will come across setbacks and challenges and hardships, just as you and I have. What matters is how she handles them and how she gets through them. Today, we're talking what every mom wants to know: our daughters to be resilient. I'm giving you, mama, 3 ways you can confidently raise resilient girls. Here we go. Mama, are you finding yourself feeling frustrated with trying to figure out your girl and not getting far with the questions you ask her? And you literally get one-word answers or even the silent treatment. I honestly read many books to unravel this mystery of connecting with my own girl. I question, am I doing this right? What if I say something that will cause detrimental consequences in our relationship? Or even worse, am I pushing her away so that she will never want to share anything with me again? Okay, maybe that was a tad bit dramatic for me to go there with my thoughts, but I truly worried over these things because I desired a closer relationship with my daughter than I had with my own mom when I was a teenager. So I decided things will change. I asked myself, what did I need as a young teenager from my mom, and go do that. I am able to connect with my girl, where as an older teen now, she kind of FaceTimes me every night as she is away from home. I mean, who does that, right? She checks in with me and she is open to share because I know we have done the work to establish this safe space for her to talk with me. So I want to help you, mama, do the same. My Talk to Your Teen Girl framework allows you to go through a step-by-step guide to communicate with your teenage daughter. You are going to customize your own communication plan that you and your daughter can utilize to build and strengthen trust and relationships with one another. You're going to be creating new communication pathways that fit her in this stage. So mama, I want you to head on over to talktoyourteengirl.com right now and check out what's next for you. You don't need to figure this out on your own. Let's walk side by side. That's talktoyourteengirl.com. I'll see you there. Hey mama, welcome to Raising Her Confidently. Do you want to have open communication with your teen daughter? Do you find yourself constantly thinking about how to talk to your teen or why your girl is not opening up to you? Do you wake up with confident intentions only to feel confused and frustrated when all you get are one-word answers from your daughter again? Hey, I'm Jeannie. I too was a mom raising young teens. I too felt grieved by the loss of my sweet, talkative little girl. I wanted her to come to me about anything, even if she was scared, and listen to my advice. But I kept thinking, she won't listen to me, and I don't know how to approach her until I found tools to create open communication. In this podcast, you will find how to connect and talk to your teen and create a safe space for her to go to so that you will have that close relationship you dreamed of. Go grab your glass of Merlot and throw off those fuzzy slippers, and let's dig in together. Okay, Mom, as you know, adolescence is a time of rapid change, a lot of emotional turbulence, and lots of self-discovery, right? That's what makes it teenhood. As mothers, it's crucial for us to support and guide our daughters through these formative years and helping them build the resilience they need to thrive in the face of these challenges, which they will have. So why is building resilience important, rather crucial for your girl? Here are some reasons why. First reason, resilience fosters mental well-being. In a world of fast-paced, extrasensory information at their fingertips, our daughters encounter various stressors, whether it be academic pressure, social dynamics, and of course, this a plethora of information through social media, just to name a few. And building resilience, I should say, and resistance, equips them with the tools to navigate these challenges without succumbing to overwhelming stress or anxiety or even self-doubt that they can get through this. Second reason, resilience promotes independence. As our daughters grow older, that's what they're seeking. They'll inevitably face situations where they need to make decisions and solve problems on their own, right? That's adulting. So we're preparing for that by helping them build resilience. So by nurturing resilience, we can empower them to tackle these situations with confidence, knowing that they have the inner strength to persevere. The more situations that they're able to grow from builds endurance, and from endurance builds perseverance. And third reason, mama, resilience lays the foundation for lifelong success. Whether it's in their schooling, their academics, career, or relationships, resilient individuals are better equipped to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to changing circumstances. They are able to overcome and be flexible from this. So by instilling resilience in our teenager girls, we're setting them up for a future filled with resilience and perseverance and endurance, right? So how can we as mothers help our daughters develop resilience, right? So this is all good reasons. You're thinking, oh, this is all good reasons, Jeannie, but how do I help them develop this? Well, here are 3 tactical tips to guide you on this journey. Tip number 1, encourage healthy risk taking. It's natural for us to want to protect our daughters from failure or disappointment, but it's through taking those risks and facing those challenges that they learn to grow, right? I talk about failing forward a lot. Failing not to freeze or cower, but failing to move forward, right? Encourage them to step out of their comfort zones, to try new things, and embrace failure as a learning opportunity rather than a defeat. Of course, yes, they can feel all the feels of defeat, disappointment. Allow them to do that, but don't allow them to sit there for long, but to look at this as a way to, how do I grow from this? How do I not let my failures define who I am, but an opportunity for me to grow from? Tip number 2, foster a growth mindset. Foster a growth mindset. You want to help your daughters understand that their abilities and intelligence are not fixed, right? Their abilities and intelligence are not fixed. They can still grow. They can grow from here, but rather they can develop through efforts and perseverance. Encourage them to embrace challenges, learn from feedback, right? Be open to feedback. Are they going to get their feelings hurt when they have feedback? But really to actually embrace them, embrace what someone else has to say to them in love, and persist in the face of setbacks, right? To be persistent, not allowing one setback to stop them from accomplishing what they want, right? By cultivating a growth mindset, mama, they'll develop the resilience to tackle any obstacle that comes their way, right? Comes their way. So how can you help them with this growth mindset? You're probably thinking, well, when they're stuck on something and they want to cower back, encourage them to, instead of trying to find a different way or avoiding the situation, to face it head on. How can you use this opportunity to grow yourself? Not to please other people, but to grow yourself. And tip number 3, be a supportive presence. Adolescence can be a tumultuous time, right? We agree with that. It's filled with highs and lows. So being there for your daughter as a source of love and encouragement and guidance will help her. Listen to her concerns without actual judgment, and validate her emotions, and help her develop coping mechanisms for dealing with stress and adversity, whatever that may be. One way I do help my daughter with dealing with stress and adversity is really labeling emotions that she does feel, giving her a toolkit to label what she's feeling. When she's able to label what she's feeling, 50 to 80% of that stress level goes down, because she's able to identify what is the emotions that is causing her stress. And when she's able to identify those emotions, she's then able to recognize, feel it, regulate it, and move on. What are some mechanisms or tools you can utilize with dealing stress and handling adversity? What have you used in your life to do that, mama? And go teach her that. This not only allows a closeness between the two of you because you're sharing a common thing, but it allows you to gain credibility in your daughter's life because you know what you're talking about and it's going to help her immediately in her life. And there you have it. 3 reasons why resilience is crucial for teenage girls, along with the 3 tactical tips for nurturing the resilience. So remember, mamas, we play a vital role in shaping our daughters' resilience and helping them navigate the ups and downs of teenhood. And 1, by showing themselves and how we can show ourselves to be strong in adversity and in challenges. And 2, allowing ourselves space for grace when we don't get it, when we don't have it all together, and that is okay. You are showing your daughters that it'll be okay for her too. Raising resilient daughters really does take some open communication for a heart exchange to occur. Now, is she receiving your help? Does she hear you as you intended to have her hear you with no offense? If you find yourself having trouble even bridging the gap of communication, then I invite you to join me in my Talk to Your Teen Girl framework, where you will learn step-by-step proven strategies in the open communication you so desire to create with her. So she'll be open to honest conversations, especially during challenging times. If this is you, mama, head on over to talktoyourteengirl.com. That's talktoyourteengirl.com for more details. I'll see you there. Hey friend, if this podcast inspired you or encouraged you or helped you in any way, I'd love for you to share it. You can screenshot this episode and share it in your stories on social media or text it to a friend who can use the support. It's the best way you can thank me. I want to let other mamas know they are not alone. I'd love to stay connected with you. You can find me at raisingherconfidently.com. Until next time, live full of grace, Jeannie.